be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke. Glory to you. In those days, Mary arose and went haste into the hill country to a city of Judah. And she entered the house of Zechariah and greeted Elizabeth. And when Elizabeth heard of the greeting of Mary, the child leapt in her womb. And Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. And she exclaimed with a loud cry, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And why is this granted me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me? For behold, when the voice of your greeting came to my ears, the child in my womb leapt for joy. And blessed is she who believed that there would be a fulfillment of what was spoken to her from the Lord." The Gospel of the Lord. Principio Cristo Cristo. Milele na milele. God is good. All the time. God is good. And that is nature. Wow, and I will witness God's goodness. When we began the season of Advent, we began and we were reminded by our touch that this is a 4-week journey. A 4-week journey, which we also have visible signs, and one of the signs of the touch allows us to have is the Advent wreath. And if you remember about the Advent wreath, we say there are 4 parts. And each of the Sundays we light one. On the first Sunday of Advent, we lit one candle that stood for hope and promise, awaiting what the Lord had promised to his birth. And our theme then was "Inueni vichwa vyenu huko wenu umekaribia. Lift up your heads, for your salvation is near." Because already the end of what was promised was to be seen at the end of time. The second Sunday, we lit the second candle, which we say is the candle of faith, can also be called the Bethlehem candle, that reminds us that it's only when we have faith that we're able to particular time. And our theme then was "Christ comes to bring salvation to every person." That's through faith that we can receive salvation, and all of us are invited to have that faith. The third Sunday, which was last week, on the 12th of December, we lit the third candle, which has a different color from the others. And this time we call it the Sunday of Joy, Gaudete Sunday. And here we remind ourselves again that we shout with joy. Shout with joy, Hosanna. With all your heart. Shout with joy, Hosanna, with all your heart. And we are invited to shout for joy because now the Lord is healing us. The Lord is removing us from slavery and letting us see the end of their real God. Today, the 4th Sunday of Advent, we have lit the last candle, the candle that we call the candle of faith, the candle that we talk about, the candle of peace. Because at the birth of the Lord Jesus, the first song we sang was "Glory to God in the highest and peace on people who believe." And the ending of verse 20 today also talks about that. That after everything, and these shall be peace. What shall be peace? It is the Lord who is born in our midst. Today, when we are talking about the Messiah, who is close by, the Messiah is the power of God that manifests itself in weakness or in littleness. It is not in great things that the Lord works. He works in the little things, sometimes even to our own amazement. Many times when Christ was preaching, he said, the kingdom of God is for those who take themselves as little children. And reminds us all the time not to take the first place, but to take the last. He reminds us all the time not to exalt ourselves, but to humble ourselves. And many times he even admonishes those who are kings, those who want to be great, and says that the important thing is to remember that greatness in the kingdom of God is seen in littleness. But not many of us want to be belittled. Not many of us want to be seen as lowly. We all the time want to be great. We want to rise. But we are reminded by Jesus himself that although a prophet like John the Baptist was the least, yet he was the greatest. Brothers and sisters, this Sunday today, we see the Messiah who is going to be born, manifesting himself in what we call weakness, in what we call minuteness. And in the history of our salvation, we see many personalities in the scripture and even in the church tradition who, because of their littleness, they have been exalted. Bethlehem, as we read from our first reading, is a small city, a small village. Thus says the Lord, you, O Bethlehem, Ephrathah, who are the little, to be among the clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to be ruler in Israel. And this is where the Messiah will be born. Above all, it is the place where change would come. It is a place where things would be done anew. And therefore it is from this little town, little village, where the peace of the world again would be revealed. It was not going to be in Jerusalem or in Jericho or other big cities, but in a small city, village of Bethlehem. And there peace will begin. And they shall dwell secure from now, it shall be great to the ends of the earth, and there shall be peace. Peace will come from Bethlehem. And it's only in the book of Micah, the Old Testament, where we are told in a prophecy where the Messiah will be born. The other personalities in the Old Testament who we can look at and see, they were not the greatest, yet God chose them. Look at Moses. Moses was a farmer, yet God chose him to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. Even his weakness and his temper, God chose him to be the one who was going to take the honors of going to Pharaoh and at last lead the people out of servitude from the 400 years that had stayed in Egypt. Look at Joseph. When he was told by his brothers, they were envious and jealous of him because his father loved him more. But later on, he was to be the one who was to change their lives and even help many people when he became governor in the government of Pharaoh in Egypt. Look at the person like David, the young lad who could not even be presented to be king. He was left out there to continue grazing the flock of his mother. But when the time came for reckoning, when all his elder brothers, the strong ones, could not be taken up, and they said, there's a small lad, but the baby is in there in the fields, the prophet said, we shall not rest until he comes. And when he came, he's the one who was anointed. David, the one who was able to fight the mighty Goliath with only a stone. Yes, small lad, but he is exalted and becomes the king of Israel. Look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah, who since he was young, yet the Lord used him. He cleansed his lips and told him, you are going to preach whatever I tell you. And we cannot forget Esther, the queen, who was not even an Israelite, yet God raised her up and she became queen, and she's the one who saved her people because she had that courage. The courage of young, of the littleness, even when she could not raise her voice, God helped her. One of her prayers when she was going to meet the king, saying, oh God, close the jaws of that king, of that lion, that when I go, I will be mauled by the lion. And the king listened to her, even in her littleness. We talked earlier on about John the Baptist. John the Baptist who comes leaving the wilderness, eating locusts and wild honey, only putting on a camel's skin, yet he is the greatest. He is the one who came before the Lord. Yes, my brothers and sisters, John the Baptist is used by God to prepare the way for the Lord and to remind us. What about Mary, the mother of Jesus? A young village girl who God prepared from long ago, coming from the home of Anna and Joachim. Nobody would have known her if it was not for what God prepared for her. And when the angel Gabriel goes to her, and she understands the mission that she's supposed to do, to be the mother of the Savior of the world, she accepts. She accepts. And she says, behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord, that be done to me according to your word. What about Joseph? Joseph, who was only a carpenter, and he had gotten himself a wife, and almost going to have a big wedding or a small wedding, but he noticed that Mary was with child, and he wanted just to leave her quietly. But again, the angel came to him in a dream, and Joseph, in his gloriness, again accepted to be the father of Jesus Christ. So it is the littleness that we find all this. If you were keen to listen to the prayer that I said as the opening prayer, that we call the collect, after we had sung Lord have mercy, the prayer is a prayer that we say many times. It's a prayer that we say at the end of the Angelus. The prayer that we pray minimally 3 times in a day. The Angelus that we pray in the morning, at noon, and again in the evening as the sun goes down. And we always say these words. The angel of the Lord declared unto me, and you always respond, she conceived by the Holy Spirit. And we say, behold, the handmaid of God. And our response is, be done to me according to your word. And the third verse that we use is,
the grace into our hearts,
that we whom the incarnation of Christ the Son was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought the glory of his resurrection. Yes, this is the time. The time has come now that the Son of God will be born among us. Jesus Christ, born in a manger, again in his littleness, not born in big places, but in a manger in Bethlehem. And at the second reading is reminding us, he has come to do the will of God the Father. He has come to fulfill what the Lord had planned long ago. Whom shall I send? And he said, here I am, Lord, send me. He has come to fulfill the will of God. He has come to establish, to abolish the old sacrifice and establish the new one. The old sacrifice where people were sacrificing sheep, goats, and cattle. But now he has come to offer himself as a sacrifice. That is why the letter of the Hebrews is telling us he abolishes the first in order to establish the second. That the second himself, when he is the victim, he is the one sacrificing, and he is the altar that we all the time talk about as the sacrifice of the Eucharist. Brothers and sisters, as we come close to the celebration of the birth of the Lord, we see again in our today's reading presented again another woman, another family who again were lowly from Zechariah and Elizabeth. They may have been nobodies in the society because now they were old and they had no child. Elizabeth was barren. They must have received a lot of insults from other people. Yet the Lord comes to their family, comes to Zechariah, and leads the house of Zechariah and Elizabeth to another level. When Zechariah received the prophecy that Elizabeth is going to be with child, and when Mary received the message that Elizabeth is with child, and she's told, he who was barren now has conceived. Mary, wanting to share the joy of Elizabeth, who had been belittled, abused, insulted for many years, goes to visit Elizabeth, and that is the story we have in our gospel today. So the two women who go against all odds, one is given the joy of having a child to behold when she was barren and old. And the other one given the joy and the grace to behold a child when she is a virgin. Yes, the two are examples and parallels of women who are blessed by God. And when Mary meets Elizabeth, it is not only the two women who meet physically and they are joy. They must have embraced the Lord of joy. But the two boys who had not yet been born also meet spiritually. And Elizabeth explains this, that the child in her womb led with joy. They meet and they are going to meet again when they're going to be born. One preparing the way for the other. One bringing their precursor, and the other one coming to fulfill, to bring peace in the world. Brothers and sisters, what is the teaching of all this? That we and you do not have to worry about our unworthiness. When we are about to receive the Eucharist, the leader of the Eucharist, the priest, invites us just before the Eucharist and tells us, by showing us the Eucharist, behold the Lamb of God, behold him who takes away the sins of the and blessed are those called the supper of the house. And what is my answer? Lord, but only say the word. And therefore the word of the Lord is seems very far. And this word of the Lord is none other than Jesus Christ himself. For when we have Jesus, we have the word. Our worthiness is cleansed, and our worthiness is lifted up, and we can be able to glory in the Lord. So don't go with your head low, with your heart a lot of tears, because when the Lord sees our unworthiness and we are approaching him, even when we are not qualified, God qualifies us to be Christians, to be leaders, to be people who are close to him. We therefore pray today that seeing that the Lord is coming to us, he is the power of God that manifests itself in weakness. Let us not shy away. Let us not sit in the back seat when invited by Christ. Let us come forward and ask that Jesus, the Word incarnate, that he may be born in my heart, in your heart, in your family. And where we have not done very well, where we have fallen short of God's grace because of sin, that the Lord will bless us, that we be able to move forward. Even in these difficult times, my brothers and sisters, where we are not sure what will happen in our country because of the politics, because of the economic situation, because you are struggling with your studies, some marks are missing, cards are coming, you don't know when your exams are going to be done at times, with the COVID pandemic giving us negative signs, with it rising, God is still on the throne. But as David believed on us, I too have to take my place. I have to do what it takes to protect myself and protect us. To work hard in my studies, to work hard in my family, to provide for my family the way God has given me. To be able to ask for faith in the church, so that we're able to move close to God. Asking the Holy Spirit, just like he came to Mary and to all those pastors that we have mentioned, the Holy Spirit will come to me, lift me up, and give me a moment when I also shall be exalted. Those who cover themselves will be exalted. May the Lord help us. As Christ is born in my life, in his life, that even when we think again, and we are weak and not qualified, the Lord is going to qualify us. Where we have sinned, we will be humble enough to kneel at the cross of Jesus, ask for forgiveness, and the Lord, one incarnate, will surely forgive us our sins. Listen to the words of Elizabeth addressing Mary. The angel said, "Blessed are you among all women." Remember when the angel was talking to Mary? "Blessed are you among all women." And Mary said, "And blessed is she who believes." Because Mary believed that she was blessed. And she even went to see Elizabeth. That is why Mary again is pronouncing this blessedness upon Mary. And blessed is she who believes. We will be blessed because we believe the Son of God is going to be born in my heart, in your heart, and in our lives. And he is the Messiah, bringing peace, bringing his power that manifests itself in our weaknesses. Through sinful Yesu Christus. Through sinful Yesu Christus.